What if you could start over without dying, without waiting, and without shame? This breakthrough process, rooted in neuroscience and spiritual wisdom, helps you to override trauma, reprogram your identity, and to become the person that you were born to be. You have the potential to begin again by beginning with one question. If you could live your life over, what would you change? Where are you now? Do you carry hidden regrets? Do you have missed opportunities? Do you have buried shame? Maybe it's the relationship that you stayed in for too long. The career you chose out of fear, not passion, or out of subservience to someone else's opinion rather than your choice. Is it the words you didn't say, or the silence that you kept for too long? Or is it worse? Did you internalize past traumas as a verdict upon your own identity, such as, I'm not enough, I messed up, it's too late, I'm too short, too tall, too fat, too skinny, dark, light, yellow, brown, red, too blonde, brown, grey, white, too curly, straight or bald, whatever else. That shame becomes a compass, and it points in the wrong direction every time. So let's just backtrack for a moment, because not everyone can recognize shame within themselves. So if you can't relate to shame, here's how to recognize it, because shame doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers in the decisions, and disguises itself as logic, or wears the mask of, I'm fine. If you've experienced trauma or chronic stress, you may not realize that shame is shaping your identity. So here's some common signs of hidden shame. You minimize your achievements or brush off confidence. Wasn't that great? And this is common. This is so common that some people think it's normal in Australia, in New Zealand, and in the UK. Do you avoid speaking up or setting boundaries? Fearing rejection. Have you felt that you're too much or you're not enough? Do you over-apologize or over-explain yourself? Here's the Queen of all queens, the King of all kings. Do you people please? Do you procrastinate? Not because you're lazy, but because you fear being exposed, being judged, or moving above your friends and being set apart. Have you secretly believed that others are more worthy or capable than you? Do you feel intense discomfort when you imagine being truly seen? Why does this matter? Shame isn't just a feeling, it's an identity filter. Shame can silently rewire and rewrite your self-worth, your decisions, your voice, and even your future. When you name it, you can begin to reclaim your power. And meanwhile, where do you prefer to be? Do you prefer to wake up free of shame, free of codependence, free of abandonment, rejection, inferiority, or superiority issues or people? Free of the inner critic that can rewind your past like an old film reel? Would you like to live with clarity, confidence, and conviction? Would you like to look in the mirror and see who you were always meant to be? And most importantly, do you want to feel that it's not too late to live the life that you were born for? It's available. What is in your way? Is it trauma-based identity? When you don't just remember the pain, you've become the version of you that pain created. Is it regret paralysis? When you replay old decisions, hoping to make peace, but peace never really comes. Because you get more of what you think about. The more you think about something, the more you ingrain it into your brain. Is it shame addiction? When you unconsciously punish yourself with smallness, with science and self-sabotage. For me, it was misplaced loyalty. In a public channeling session with the Master Chiron, the king of the centaurs, the wounded healer, the teacher of the shamans, the teacher of Asclepius, Jason, Hercules, Achilles, and the teacher of me. In a public channeling session with the Master Chiron, he had me vow to do thy will, not my will. To trust the voice of spirit in blind faith without question. And a whole bunch more other things. Now the same Chiron, the same king of the centaurs, the same teacher of the shamans says, I was naive for doing his will, not mine. Yeah, no kidding. So how do you resolve all this? How do you resolve the equivalent of this in your life? What is the path of least resistance for you? The path of least resistance is not in erasing the past, because we need to learn from the past. I need to do my will, not thy will, not anyone else's will. The path of least resistance is in rewriting your future with intention. Instead of trying to fix what's broken, override the shame or whatever else with something stronger. Override it with vision, with action, and with repetition. Neuroscience calls it neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself based on repetition, based on focus, and based on emotional intensity. The stronger the feeling you have when you're doing the rewiring, the more it embeds into neurons, new neural pathways. And this means you're not stuck. This means you're not broken. This means you're not doomed to repeat the past unless you intentionally choose to keep believing the same things, thinking the same thoughts, having the same feelings, speaking the same words, doing the same things. Thousands of people, me included, have used this process to reverse lifelong patterns of trauma-based living and to step into purpose, into power, into peace. And you can change your identity, you can change your future and your self of self, your sense of self. You can change your identity, your future, and your sense of self by replacing trauma-born responses with soul-aligned decisions and training your nerve system to believe it's safe and to unapologetically be your true self. You have to feel safe because you can't create from a state of survival. If the lion's about to attack you, that's not the time to create. It's the time to get out of there really fast. You have to have a feeling of safety within yourself, within your environment, for you to be able to create a new life for yourself. This is not wishful thinking. It's proven transformation based in brain science and spiritual sovereignty. So how do you do it? Step one is to reflect and rewrite. Ask, if I were to live my life over, what would I do differently? Make the list. Be honest. If I were to live my life over, what would I do differently? Then ask, who would I choose to become now that I know better? Write it down, write it down, write it down. You've gained a lot of wisdom, you've gained a lot of experience, you've learnt a lot of things of what not to do. So rewrite how you prefer everything to be now. You can't change the past, but you can change what the past means to you. And step 2 is replace the patterns. Trauma can create a neural loop of shame and regret. It's not enough to say, I won't do that again. You must replace it with something better, a strong, emotionally anchored alternative. You must replace it with a stronger, positive emotion than the negative emotion that you're replacing. It has to be stronger to override what's already there. For example, if the old pattern is to, I stay silent to avoid conflict, to keep the peace, you can override it with something like, I speak up calmly and clearly because my truth matters. Say it, feel it, practice it every day, out loud. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Just like shooting hoops. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Just like hitting a tennis ball. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Emotions plus repetition equals rewiring. Make sure you're repeating it when you are feeling a positive emotion. Step 3 is to repeat, repeat, repeat until it becomes you, until it is automatically you. Your new identity won't stick just because you wrote it down. It sticks when you live it. You won't give up smoking just because you wrote it down. It sticks when you stop sticking the cigarette in your mouth. Take one bold action every day that aligns with you. Take a bold action every day that aligns with your rewritten life. Wear the clothes the new you would wear. Speak the words that that person would say. Make the decisions that they would make. This is not fake it till you make it. This is embody it now. This is be you. Be the real, authentic you now. While you're in transition into becoming it automatically. No more playing small for whatever reason that it is for you. You're not done yet. Regardless of your age, you're not done yet. There's still things for you to do. There's still things for you to master. There's still wisdom that you can pass on to the people around you. This means that regret and shame cycles are solved through intentional identity design and neurological override. This means that trauma-based identity is replaced with an empowered self-concept built from truth, not built on a foundation of pain. And this means feeling too late to change is transformed by a neuroplasticity-backed action plan that proves it's not too late. This means emotional paralysis is solved by actionable daily steps rooted in vision, not rooted in fear or what will people think. People will think whatever they think. Whatever people think, whatever they think of you even, is none of your business. What are the key takeaways here? If you prefer a new outcome, you must create a new identity, a new personality, new habits, new beliefs, thoughts, words, feelings, and behaviours that match the new you that you're preferring to be. Not by erasing who you were, but by intentionally choosing moment by moment who you prefer to be now. Your brain will follow. Your life will respond. You're not broken, you're becoming.